Hello, today we are going to work on lesson 19, and we are going to first answer the questions below by looking at the pictures. Let's look at number 1. Did it take more pencils or more cubes to measure the snake? So if you look at the image, there are 1, 2, and 3 pencils, but it took 1 and 2 pencils to measure the snakes. However, it took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 cubes to measure the snakes, so more cubes were used. And this is the answer for number 1. Let's look at number 2. Did it take more spoons or more cubes to measure the train? So it took 1, 2, and 3 spoons to measure the train, and it took 1 and 2 cubes to measure the trains. So spoons took more to measure it. So more spoons is the answer for number 2. Let's move on to the next page. For this part, we need to use the number line diagram and write an addition equation. Let's look at number 1. It starts from 12, so we need to write 12, and then the end is 19, so the answer must be 19. And now we need to find the middle number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. It took 7 to become 19 from 12, so we need to write 7 in the middle. So 12 plus 7 equals 19 is the answer for number 1. Let's look at number 2. It starts from the number 21, so we need to write 21, and then it ends at 26. So the answer must be, the sum of these numbers must be 26. And then now if we count from 21, it takes 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to become 26. So 21 plus 5 equals 26 is the equation for number 2. Let's move on to the next page. For this part, we need to write the total value by counting the blocks. So if you look at it, these kind of blocks equals to 10, and these kind of blocks are 1, and these ones equals 100. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 tens. So we need to write 80 because it's tens place. And then there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 cubes of the ones, so we need to add 80 and 6. 0 plus 6 is 6, and 8 plus 0 is 8. So 86 is the answer for number 1. Let's look at number 2. So there is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Since there is 4, we need to write 4 and then add 2 zeros since it is in hundreds place. And then there are 1, 2, and 3 of the tens cubes. So we need to write 30 since it's on the tens place. So 40 plus 30, 400 plus 30. Zero plus 0 is 0, 0 plus 3 is 3, and 4 plus 0 is 4. So 430 is the answer for number 2. Let's move on to the next page. We have word problems for this part, and let's look at number 1. On a cold night, Veronica read 23 pages of the 90-page book. The next day, she read 20 more pages. How many more pages does she have to read to finish the book? So, we need to first add 23 and 20 because that's the total number of pages she read from the 90-page book. So, we need to add 23 and 20. 3 plus 0 is 3, and 2 plus 2 is 4. So we have 43, and then now we need to subtract 43 from 90 to know how many more pages she needs to read. So we need to subtract 43 from 90. Since 3 is greater than 0, we need to borrow from 9, which becomes 8, and 0 becomes 10, and 10 minus 3 is 7, and 8 minus 4 is 4. So 47 pages is the answer for number 1. Thank you.